Let me tell you a little history about Tom and Catherine Thompson. Thomas William Thompson was born February 5th, 1909 in Davenport, Iowa. He had 5 sisters. He went to Sacred Heart Elementary School, graduated from St. Ambrose Academy, and then attended St. Ambrose College, where he was a track star. He set the St. Ambrose 2-mile record in 1928, which wasn't broken until 1966. He went to work for the Corps of Engineers in 1921 until his retirement in 1965. Catherine Mary Welch was born April 5th, 1910. She had 5 brothers. Now that sounds like a perfect deal, doesn't it? She had 5 brothers, he had 5 sisters. Oh no. Her brothers were wild and crazy guys, and his sisters, well, they weren't looking for wild and crazy guys. Let's just put it that way. Okay, she graduated from St. Joseph's High School in DeWitt at the age of 16. Her parents said she was too young for college, so she went to AIC Business School in Davenport, then got a job at H&R Block in Davenport. They met at a dance at Fairyland Ballroom near McCausland, Iowa, halfway between DeWitt and Davenport. They were married December 26, 1932. They first lived in Dubuque, then Davenport for the rest of their lives. I'm here to tell you a little bit about life in their household. The Thompson siblings came in 2 batches. Bill Kay and Bob in the early to mid-1930s, followed by Terry, Pat, and Mary in the mid-1940s. We all lived in a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom house at 809 East Central Park. Sharing 1 bathroom among 8 people wasn't always the best situation, but in case of an emergency, there was always that jar in the basement. Having 1 bathroom among 8 people wasn't always the best situation, but as I recall, it wasn't as bad as we might think today, living in houses with 2 or 3 bathrooms. In those days, people didn't spend so much time on grooming, and we were never all teenagers at the same time. By the time the younger 3 were teenagers and wanted the bathroom, the older 3 had left home. All 6 siblings went to St. Paul the Apostle School. Then Bob and Bill went to St. Ambrose Academy, while Kay went to ICA Immaculate Conception Academy. Reportedly, they were all good students. Bill, by high school, was already part of a close-knit group of friends who remained his best friends for life. And Kay was very social and had a great group of friends too. But she met a boy. The boy. Her freshman year of high school, she met Jim McDermott, and he became an important part of the Thompson household for the rest of his and Kay's lives. Meanwhile, the younger 3 had come along and were showing distinct personalities and interests. Pat and Mary were so close in age that they were more like twins, with Terry as their slightly older brother. They all 3 went to Assumption High School, which was brand new at the time. Pat and Mary went all through grade school, high school, and even college in the same grade. This was a blessing and a curse. It meant that they shared many activities, schoolwork, and friends, but it also emphasized their innate competitiveness and constant comparison at school. The one thing that they were glad to share was their quirky sense of humor, which oddly enough was one of the things that often got one or both of them into trouble at school or even at home. Terry was more independent than his younger siblings. Like Bill, he had a tight group of friends from grade school and high school who stayed close Terry's whole life. Terry was more interested in sports, especially football, as he went through school, and he was more traditional than Pat or Mary. Mary and Terry were always close, so much so that he always took her to his class reunions. Now that's a good big brother. I started this journey into the past by talking about our parents, Tom and Catherine, as young people. But I'd like to say a few words about them as parents. First of all, Dad was a full-blown, outsized character. Everyone knew just how he felt about everything. He set the tone and the rules around the house. He was a great storyteller, told those stories with plenty of embellishments. He had a keen sense of humor, unless the joke was on him, and an even greater sense of recall. He never forgot anything in his whole life. He was definitely an Irishman. Mom was a quieter presence. She could also be a strict disciplinarian, but the older three siblings would tell you that applied more to them than the younger three. Maybe. She also had a wonderful sense of humor, which even extended to laughing at herself. She was a great listener, but didn't offer advice or criticism unless someone asked for it. She was the Irish Mother of the Year in the 1988 St. Patrick's Society parade. She said that other than her wedding day, that was the happiest day of her life. The Thompson house was always a welcoming place for our friends and our relatives. Early in life, the older and younger siblings didn't have a lot of interaction or a lot in common. But adulthood changes that, and despite disagreements and squabbles, I think in the end, we were all proud to be Thompsons and grow up in such a family.
Find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set them rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. I sit here looking for an answer. Maybe the biggest question was in the last chapter. You gave me the soul I have today. Without you I never could have moved away. But now I see what you teach. I do believe I always should have stayed. Yeah. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. One day I'll be yours. nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. Life changes just open the door. One thing's certain, I'll always